So we just witnessed the destruction of Oscar Valdez as he got mauled down by Emmanuel Navarrette in their fight. There's been 3 knockdowns, including the last knockdown with a liver shot that basically put Oscar Valdez away. The second knockdown that happened, honestly, I thought it was like Oscar Valdez actually tripped. They showed the instant replay. It's still, I mean, Oscar did get caught with some shots, but it still looked like he tripped, in my opinion. But yeah, he was just outclassed tonight by Emmanuel Navarrette. Emmanuel Navarrette, he's an awkward fighter. I don't know how he gets away with the shit he be doing. Like, I swear to God, I do not know how he gets away with the shit he be doing. But the man did his thing. Gotta stop it. I forgot which round it was. I know it was in the middle rounds. However, great performance. Now, where does Oscar Valdez go from here? My personal opinion, I believe he needs to give that rematch back to Robson Conceição. I thought Conceição actually beat him. Now, we know it was already controversy leading up to that fight to begin with. For the simple fact of the matter is that Oscar Valdez had pop for PEDs leading up to that fight. Didn't even get stripped. It was in Arizona, by the way, which is the same place where this fight took place this evening. Normally when somebody pop for PEDs, they normally strip you, but Oscar was able to get away with it, found some type of loophole in this situation. Then when he fought against Conceição, I mean, it was just bad all around. The referee did a horrible job. There was biased commentators, especially from 2 legendary fighters, which I didn't understand. And then, they took a point for Conceição for behind the back head, but then Oscar Valdez did the exact same thing, and they don't even take a point from him. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy because when they read the scorecards in that fight, you could tell on the face by Oscar Valdez, he almost looked as he was shocked that he actually won that fight, because Conceição really did his thing. Now, hopefully those 2 guys can get a rematch going on. Now, let's talk about Emmanuel Navarrette. Emmanuel Navarrete, of course, he has options. Now, he was coming off a loss when he ventured off to 135. And, he ended up losing that match. And that was against Baranchek. But he claims as though that he had issues with his left hand or something like that, where as though he had to get some type of, I'm not sure if it's surgery or therapy or whatever, but he promised that he was going to use, that left hand in ways that he didn't use it in his last fight, which he actually did. And, like I said earlier, put Oscar Valdez down 3 times and eventually putting him away. But Emmanuel Navarrete also has unfinished business with Conceição, because that fight ended up being a draw within itself. But we know Conceição, who lost to Oscar Foster, and their rematch, because remember Conceição, they gave him the title, which looked like it was a very controversial win for Conceição. And then he rematches Foster, what some people could consider that controversial, when Foster won it. So that could be a trilogy in itself. But anyway, Emmanuel Navarrete and Oscar Foster, that would be a good fight. I think Oscar Foster will definitely outbox him, but can he slow the big man down? Can he slow Emmanuel Navarrete down? Because Emmanuel Navarrete does get outboxed, but he eat punches, and he'll charge up and he put his combinations together and stuff like that. So Oscar Foster gotta look out for shit like that. He could take a page out of Dennis Baranchek's book, you know what I'm saying, as far as boxing wise. But we know Oscar Foster can easily outbox somebody. He just got to dig deep and not get caught by these big punches by Emmanuel Navarrette. All right, but anyway, those are the options for these fighters. You can have Valdez versus Conceição in a rematch. We could have Navarrete versus Conceição in a rematch. Or better yet, we could have Emmanuel Navarrete versus O'Shaquie Foster for a unification bout, which is the bigger option. So I would like to see that happen. But other than that, you watch it, Bold and Understanding. I'm out. Peace.